What's up, guys? Kutter28 again with 4 Next Level Gamers.
Sweep the area
and I am
first,
back
but be
playing some
careful.
more
Move
The
out.
Last of Us. And I gotta give a shout out to In Bloom. As promised, I had hooked up with Bloom from Ghost Recon. And him and I had talked about recently hooking up here in The Last of Us. And as cool as it was to be in with a team that finally knows what they're doing, as well as has headsets to communicate, this becomes a big difference for me. So I want to give a shout out to them and a huge thank you for bringing me in to allow me to play with them. As you can see, I'm not the greatest. I'm more of a hinder, I think, for them. These guys are hardcore players. They know exactly what they're doing. They know the game inside and out. And the same thing too when it comes to the Ghost Recon. These guys are just deadly, and as you'll see, we do pretty well here. So I just want to give a shout out to In Bloom again. Thanks, dude, and we'll definitely have to get back into doing this again. That was a ton of fun. So now for today's topic, I want to talk on games that are becoming larger in scale and scope as we move into the next generation of video game consoles, as well as the ending, the cycle, life cycle of the PS3 and the Xbox 360. And my big concern, as I've previously talked in the past, is time frame. How much time do you have to sink into all these games? With The Last of Us, it's about 16 hours, and a lot of us get through that and then get through it again, right? But some of us, like myself, I'll play it once. I'll play the story mode once, and this is going to be it for me. I'll be playing the multiplayer, and that's it. But even as you can see in this multiplayer, I'm only at level 2. I'm not very far. I did have an issue. I was about a level 2 or level 3 already, and then I don't know what happened, but I got booted back to level 0. So I'm on week 3, so I should have been a little higher than what I thought I am. But yeah, as you see, the guys I'm playing with are pretty high. They've been playing for a while. I can only assume that they've also beaten the story mode. So right now, that's my main focus. I'm gonna get that done and get the review up on the site for you guys to take a look at. But yeah, back to the scope. And the scope I'm talking about, like, let's go with Far Cry 3, for example. That's massive. The world is just huge, right? You get into Red Dead Redemption. That was large. It was impressive to see. And then Rockstar announces that Grand Theft Auto 5 is going to be 5 times the size of that map. It's kind of a scary thought, to be honest. Time consumption in this is going to be massive. How much time do we have to play these games? Now, some of us have more than others, which is great. I wish I had a heck of a lot more time than what I currently do. That's for sure. There's never enough time in a day anymore, it seems. As you get older, there's just other things to do and stuff. So, kids, life, all that kind of stuff, right? So, getting back to Grand Theft Auto 5, how much of you out there are actually going to finish the game? Now, myself, I've got a couple things in the works with a few other people, so there's something to look forward to with that and what we are going to be working on. So that's going to be something cool, but it's later down the road once the game is out and a couple of other things are in the works. Now, in previous Grand Theft Auto games, GTA 3, for example, I finished. 4, I finished. San Andreas, I did not. Vice City, I did not finish that one either. It's just they take so much time away. And then there's other games coming as well. So you're jumping back and forth, or do you focus on one, get that one done, and then move on to the next game? But there's just so much out. And then when it arrives on September 17th, there's only, what, another month and a half, and then the next gen consoles are here. And then you got... Well, you've got Assassin's Creed 4, and then if you've seen the size of that one, head to our website. I'll put the link in the description box below, and I'm going to have posted is the latest trailer, and there's a walkthrough that they send us through, and about a minute into the video, they show you the scope of the map, and there's over 50 locations within the map in the Caribbean, and it's a gorgeous looking game, and there's going to be so much to do. I know in Assassin's Creed 3, I barely did half of what I should have done, or could have done. I haven't even finished that one yet, just due to other games popping up, and trying to get taken care of those to finish, and all the kind of other things, and it's just I often get sidetracked from the story mode. So in Assassin's Creed, I'll be going in, instead of going to doing my mission, I'll be off tracking down a bear or off tracking down this. Far Cry 3 is a great example. I'll be up on top of a mountain and see a glider, and I'll grab the glider and just kind of soar around, or I'll go and try to unlock one of the towers, go hunting so I can upgrade my weapons. I spend more time off the beaten trail doing side stuff than I'm actually playing the game, and I've got to buckle down, I guess you could say, focus on the game more. What else is coming out? They've got the Watch Dogs. I'm assuming this is going to be a very large map as well. It's all Chicago. Chicago's huge. That's not a small place. So how much time is that going to take? And then if you launch them all around in the same area, what are you guys doing? You going to focus, like I said, on one, finish that game, move on to the next one? Or, because they're all out roughly within a month or two of each other, and Assassin's Creed and Watch Dogs are launch windows or launch titles for the next gen systems. So myself, I'll be buying both the same night. And then you've got Killzone if you're a PS4 fan like myself. So some of us will be picking that up too, and it's just one thing leads into another. I know I sound like I'm kind of complaining, but my biggest worry is the large scale of the game and how far am I going to have to play in order to actually finish this. Where The Last of Us, I'm pretty focused for the most part. As you can see, because my multiplayer level is not very high, I focused a lot of it on the story itself. Now, because there aren't really any side missions to do, right? It's linear, but it's not linear, so you just focus on playing the game. When you get into these open sandbox environments, it's, yeah, well, let's go do this mission, or in Assassin's Creed, let's go hunt down this treasure, or let's go take on this assassination contract, or let's go find this flag, or this feather, or whatever they're bringing back for that kind of thing, right? In previous things, it's been, well, Assassin's Creed 1 was flags, then they brought in feathers, and then they've kept with feathers, and then, but there's chests to find too, and there's just so many other things to do outside of the game, and things you need to do in order to upgrade, like your boat, the Jackdaw. For Assassin's Creed 4, you're going to have to upgrade your boat in order to get through certain things, but in order to do that, it's not actual missions, it's side quests to do. So again, it's so much to do, and it's such a large scale. It's almost overwhelming at times. But again, if you stay focused, you can get through the story. But to me, I never stay in the story. I'm in the story for about 2 minutes, and then I'm off somewhere else, trailing this or trailing that or doing whatever. But anyways, guys, leave me your thoughts. How do you guys anticipate the new games that are coming out? They're so large, they're so big. How do you tackle these things? And again, a big shout out to Bloom. Thank you very much, dude. And we will catch you next time, guys. Kutter28 again for Next Level Gamers. And I'm out.